Okay, this is going to be a weird one. I've decided that I want to attach a slinky to my violin. I was watching this Simon the Magpie video where he attaches a slinky to his guitar and basically turns his guitar into like a giant reverb tank. And it sounds great. And throughout watching this video, the whole time I was thinking like, what would this sound like on a violin? So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Only one way to find out, I guess. So I'm expecting that I'm going to need to saw into a violin, and like cut into it. And there's really only one instrument that I would be willing to subject to that kind of treatment, and it's this. It's a terrible instrument that I purchased on the street. It smells like mildew, and I've actually like really wanted to throw it out a bunch of times. And every single time I've been like, I'm sure some project will come along and I'll be able to use it for that. So yeah, let's do this.
As experiments go, this one is super easy to put together. Other than the violin, all I need is a slinky. I need a piezo mic or something to pick up the sound. I need some masking tape, and maybe a block of wood to attach the slinky and the piezo mic to. Also, I need some way of attaching the slinky to the violin. I've been rummaging through my workshop and I've come across this piece of metal. I'm not sure what it was originally intended for, but I'm going to try to screw it to the top of the violin. My goal here, obviously, is to have the slinky pick up the vibrations from the body. At the same time, I want to make sure that I don't position the slinky in such a way that it gets in the way of the bow. As it is, this violin's already hard enough to play without having to worry about crashing my bow into a slinky. It occurs to me that I could actually just attach this thing to the bridge. It already has these convenient slots, and it looks like the bridge might fit right inside them. Before I can mess with the bridge, though, I need to loosen the strings. You may notice, this violin has machine heads just like on a guitar. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so the strings are loose. Now it's time to try to get that bridge into the slot on the bracket. And to get the strings back into their slots on the bridge. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to use nuts and bolts to attach the slinky to the other end of the bracket. Now that we've got that done, we can worry about the other end of the slinky. Of course, the other end of the slinky is going to be attached to that piezo sensor. I'm just going to tape the whole thing together with masking tape. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go upstairs and try this thing out.
Okay, so here it is. You can see there's a slinky that is extending all the way over to the piezo sensor, which is attached to the wall. Yeah, pretty nut setup. It's super finicky. Basically, if I jostle the spring in any direction, it makes just like a terrible noise. Okay, moment of truth. Let's give this a shot. Basically just have to wait for the coil to quiet down before I can... Okay, let's just run through a bunch of different kinds of bowing styles and just figure out what works with this and what doesn't. Do some long notes.
The sound is dusty and metallic. It's also beautiful, I think.
Let's do some short notes.
I keep trying to play wholesome, major melodies, but the reverb is so haunting that it seems to call for darker material. For comparison, here's what it actually sounds like in the room. And here's the slinky again. I love the sound of just the coil, but the real magic happens for me when you combine the slinky sound with the sound of the mics in the room.
This was a fun one. I'm surprised actually by how good it sounds. I actually like the sound of the coil more than I like the sound of this particular instrument in the room. In fact, if I had one regret about this whole project, it's that I didn't do this to a nicer violin. I would love to hear how my better violins sound with, yeah, this kind of a weird reverb effect on it. It's really cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this, it'd be great if you could hit like, and if you've not done so already, yeah, now would be a great time to subscribe. Got a bunch of things planned. Yeah, see you next time.